Hey, what's up guys? This is Hans from the Eclectic podcast, and today we're going to be taking a look at the leader class Thundercracker from the Transformers Combiner Wars series. This was a figure I saw, and I'm kind of on a Seeker kick right now, I guess is the best way to put it. So I thought I'd go ahead and pick this figure up and show you guys the figure itself and let you guys know what I think. So real quick, we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at the box. I like kind of what they've done with these Combiner Wars line, mainly because the boxes themselves kind of are reminiscent of the Hasbro Masterpiece, especially with the the design with the giant font over here for Transformers, the Generations logo up in the corner. I mean, you got your Decepticon logo down there in the corner, Thundercracker. Just there's something about it that it looks cool. I think it's probably some of the best packaging I've seen on Transformers figures. But let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the box itself. I do apologize again. He is kind of a big figure. So there's the side of the box. It says Combiner Wars. Sorry, I can't get it all in frame there. Here's the back. Push it back a little bit. So there he is in robot mode, and I mean it's very stylized. They did some nice photoshopping on him. There he is in his jet mode. 17 steps it says. And then let's get a close-up of his bio here. Let's take a look at that real quick. If you want to, you can pause it. Side of the box just has the Autobot symbol there. Let's go ahead and let's get him open and see what all's inside of the packaging. And of course he's got his obligatory card in here. It just says Transformers on the back with some really nice artwork on the front. So here he is outside of the packaging, and let's go over what he's got real quick. Of course, you get your instruction manual, and I don't know how common this is or not, but it goes actually both ways. The front side will show you going from robot into jet, and then the back of the instructions show you going from jet back to robot. So that's kind of a nice plus. You get 2 of these null rays. I guess they're like the null rays that you can put on him. You get these 2 guns, which go for the rear landing gear. Kind of fill in the legs a little bit more. They go on blah blah. You get 2 additional null rays that go also on. You can put them on the arms. I mean, you got a lot of options whenever it comes to weaponizing him. You can do a bunch of different stuff. You also do get the missile launcher that does fire. And I just lost it. And like I said before, he is he's taken from the mold of leader class Jetfire. So from the Generations line, you can see. I mean, the legs are the same kind of setup. The chest piece, it's all kind of the same throughout. The only difference being is that his wings are not adjustable, which is kind of unfortunate because it looks like it almost has the same setup to where you could do it, but for some reason they just omitted that from this guy. So yeah, on the back even, you could take Jetfire's thruster pack and clip it in, because it does have the clip section up there for that. So that's something you could do as an option. But anyways, we'll get him out of the way because this is not his review. Go away. He does have light piping on his head, which I will show you in a moment. It is, let's get in close here. His head is on a nice little lever here. I don't know what you call that, just a lever action right there. It does go on a swivel. So you've got that action going on. Gives you some nice range of movement. He can't look all the way down, but he can look pretty far up. And he can go full 360. Let you guys see his light piping real quick. The arms are much like they were on Jetfire. It does have an issue where if you do too much movement, you can unclip it here and off the back, and I think that's kind of just a design flaw with this mold, but it still works fine, especially just for posing him and setting him up. He's got this nice tempo printed Decepticon symbol on there. Looks really cool. He's got nice heavy ratchets on his elbows. You do get a bicep swivel. He would be able to go 360 degrees around, but of course he's going to hit those wings, so you're going to be kind of hindered by that action. No waist articulation, no waist swivel. Legs will go all the way out. They will go pretty far back before you start to get hindered by the backpack back there. Knees are on nice soft ratchets. His feet, you don't have any side-to-side motion, but they do kind of pivot frontward and back. They're automatically on a kind of a slant, so you can. He's meant to stand in the A pose, but I mean, you could tighten him up, but then you get this gap down there at his feet. I'll show you that. That looks kind of ridiculous, but just like Jetfire, he does kind of have this unfinished look here on the wings, where you get kind of like a scaffold look. You get a lot of hollow on the arms and on the inside of the legs. So he really feels light, but I don't know, I'm pretty pleased with him. Like I said, I kind of knew what I was in for, especially once I heard he was a Jetfire remold. Of course, he can hold this gun, his missile launcher. And you can do similar to what they did with Jetfire, where you can do a combining type gun. It's tight. Take this one, put it on there, and take this, plug it on there. And I wonder, this is just ridiculous, but you can do this. You can give him the big old gun of death. I don't even think his arm will reach out to hold that. Let's see. Yeah, no, that's too much. Too much, but yeah, I mean, you can peg all the guns together to make a giant super weapon for some reason. But yeah. Alright, let's weaponize him. The way I do it is I do these. Some people think it's ridiculous, but I put those on his landing gear. Just adds a little bit more contrast to the bot. Come on. I'm hitting something. Get on there. There we go. Put these on the arms. You could put the bigger null rays on his arms. I'll show you that, for example, with this one. Because it does, I mean, it does kind of have that nice mold where it does kind of outlay there, but if you do that, you cannot bend the bicep at all. So he's got to kind of stay straight armed. But yeah, you can do that. I'll just put those up here. Put these guys on the arms. So we can put this on without firing it. So there he is, all weaponed up. I think it looks pretty cool. Like I said, I really like this design. I was impressed with it when they came out with it on Jetfire, and I do like it here. Let's go ahead and we'll go through transformation. I will take this gun off. I'm going to take these guns off. The only guns that I'm going to leave on him during transformation is going to be the ones on his legs, because those really do not get in the way at all. Straighten out his arms here. First thing I like to do, take the head, rotate it back, unclip that from there, unclip that from there, bring these just kind of down to the side. And what you can do, once you have that out, you can drop this down, just get it out of the way. Bring these armatures up, bring down the arms, and you'll see they kind of, this area right in here is kind of just molded. To take those in, and then just tab everything together up there. The legs, since this dropped, the legs were kind of pinned in there, which frees them up. So what you want to do with the foot here is take this foot, work it out because it's on a double hinge inside, work it back, and then bring it back up to where it closes up right in there. Same thing on this side. Work it out, bring it back, and then bring it back up. Right in there. Rotate the leg to where you have the guns facing down on the body of the plane. Bring that back up. Bring that back up. Undo this. On the back of the plane here, this section here is kind of double accordioned, so you want to just kind of work that back. Keep working it back, because everything that you need to tab in the legs and the arms on the back are on this back piece here. Get that till it's flush. Start pinning everything in. Legs have a notch here. There's a slot right there. Peg that there. Same thing on this leg. Peg that in there. And that takes care of that undercarriage there. It's unfortunate, I mean, you do have bot pieces that kind of hang out, but what can you do? There's, you know, it's going to happen. Next thing, we'll start working on this upper section here. Let me adjust this camera. Since he's facing you, you open up these tabs here. Flip this down. Make sure whenever you're working this across, make sure you work this past all this other stuff here. Okay, get that into place. When you flip it around up here, it'll be flush, and you just take these, close them down, bring the canopy down, and just click it into place. Adjust those rear fins however you'd like, however you see fit. He does have landing gear that you can fold out there. And there you have him. He looks like a really awesome jet. He does have a lot of kibble down here at the bottom, but there's not much that can be done about that. I mean, I do kind of wish, you know, this faux cockpit that he has here kind of matched this more up here, but I mean, it is a decent job and it is what it is. But from the top, I mean, just looking at it from the front, that is a great looking seeker. Awesome looking jet. I do wish he had the wings that moved, but he doesn't. The nice tempo printing here, paint detail with the red and the silver. It does look kind of scratched seeing it in person. The blue. There's also some swirls on the gray. You know, but it's not a masterpiece. It's just a leader class, and this is just what leader classes are nowadays. So canopy does open. You get some nice detail in there with the gray seat, black seat back. The tip, it's kind of a softer rubber, not terribly soft, but so we know kids poke their eyes out or anything. All in all, I think he's an awesome looking jet. You can weaponize him much in the same way that you do his other version. Put those null rays down there at the bottom. Put these ones out here. And then for ultimate and ridiculousness, you can peg that right on the tip. And there you have super crazy weaponized Thundercracker. I don't know why you'd want to do that. It's just a tad bit too much, I think, with having this front gun. I think taking that off and leaving him just like that, I think that's the way to go with him. But that's, I mean, it's up to personal preference. Whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. Options, man, options. Options and accessories, that's what you get. But yeah, I think he's a clean looking bot. And jet. I like the design. I really like the design. It's also got some like nice little just molded details in here where it's almost like a stealth fighter with some of the way that the hinges come together. I really like that. Like I said, you can, like that pack from Jetfire. Watch, let's see. Bet you it'll snap right on there. Don't get angry with me, Jetfire. So yeah, you can peg that right on there. So I'm guessing at some point a third-party company will come up with something to make that a thing, where we can actually get a red that matches this red to go on his back. I think that would just be awesome. Wouldn't make him, I guess, Thundercracker anymore. It'd be like a repainted Jetfire, but that's what he is anyway. So that would be kind of neat to see. Pick up your own. Thank you guys for watching. Peace, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.